guys, Shan here. Welcome back to Golf with Shan. In today's video, we are heading to Cardinal Golf Club up in Newmarket, King, Ontario area, and they actually have 3 full-length 18-hole golf courses on their facilities, and I've actually filmed a vlog on all 3 of them, but today we are going back to Redcrest. Redcrest is their kind of championship golf course, and it is honestly one of my favorite courses in Toronto, so I'm super excited to go back. The last time I filmed there was 2 years ago in 2022. We played twilight time, so it was like fighting daylight. Today we're teeing off at 1:40. It's a beautiful day out, so I am beyond excited. Let's head out there. Quick stop, we're gassing up at the en route here, just on the side of the highway. Oh my goodness, it took us an hour to get out of downtown core today. Anyways, we are out here in the open now. We're really close to the course. Grab a bite at en route and I'll see you at the golf course. Just got here. Pro tip, Redcrest is actually separate from the main Cardinal clubhouse, so you can put it into your Google Maps, but make sure you put in Redcrest at Cardinal so you go to the right spot. First tee. I love this thing. Welcome to Redcrest Golf Club. As usual, I will be playing from the white tees. This is actually a par 71 golf course, but the back 9 is 60 yards longer than the front 9. The slope on this golf course is 143 from the back tees for men's, 145 from the blue tees for women, so it's not an easy course. Bring extra golf balls. Let's start off with hole number 1. This is a pretty straight par 4, 346 yards. The fairway does slope left to right, and as you can see on the right side is all water. So I would recommend hitting up the left side, and naturally your ball will bounce slightly to the right. There are also lots of bunkers at the most inconvenient places. If you're like me and enjoy a pretty flat elevation golf course with lots of water, then this is the course for you. So they took the receipt at the starter. So before I forget, for 2 people on the weekend, it's Saturday, we teed off at 1:40 p.m. It was 255 Canadian dollars total, and that breaks down to 90 a person plus $23 for the cart per person. So that's like the half cart price. I'm not sure if you're one person taking a cart how much that will be. If you don't take the cart, then you can take off the 23 plus tax. Remember to clean your grooves, everyone. Hole number 2 is a par 3 over water, 152 yards. There are a few bunkers all around the green, but I would just say if you want to play it safe, go up the left side. There is some dry land there. Hole number 3 is a short par 4 with lots of bunkers, just 320 yards from the white tees. It does go slightly to the right, but off the tee you can pretty much just go straight ahead at the fairway. Definitely had enough club, just pushed it. Oh! I hit the edge of the cup. Saved par. Hole number 4 is a huge dogleg right, 352 yards from the white tees, but you can't really hit driver off the tee. You have about 200-yard distance to go straight ahead here, just through the little sliver of fairway that we can see, and then it opens up on the other side. I pulled this shot. Ideally, you want to cut the corner slightly on the right side of the opening so that you'll have a closer approach shot to the green. Now onto the other side, you can see the hazards continue up the right side. Don't go in there, that is red stakes. You can drop, but I would recommend not trying to go find your ball in the thick stuff. Now obviously you guys can already see this is a beautiful golf course, but one thing that really stands out is the fairways. They're like carpet here. They're so nice and soft. And the last time we played here was actually in September, and right now it's like beginning of June, end of May, and same conditions, like the fairways are perfect. Hard. Hole number 5 is another par 4 dogleg right. The yardage on the scorecard doesn't match the yardage on the sign. Also, this one went straight out of bounds, so we're re-teeing up here. Redcrest, let me know which yardage is correct. I'm going to go off the scorecard one because I think that's a little more accurate. Off the tee, I had enough room to hit driver straight ahead. As you'll see, if you do want to cut the corner on this dogleg right, there are a few bunkers here. So if you hit it a little further than me, I would just be careful of that. I should have used my 56. That's okay, we'll putt it. I'm so scared of these rolling paths, so I'm not getting any of them. Unfortunately, this is not the last triple bogey of today, but I honestly didn't play this hole too badly aside from the tee shot, so let's move on to hole number 6. This is the first of our back-to-back par 5s. This one is 462 yards with water all down the right side, and then obviously the hazard in front of the tee box. I really kept to the left here, so I couldn't even show you guys the water, but trust me, there's water on the right side. Yeah. Oh, these fairways are so nice. Ah. Okay, not bad, a little far. Look at the view from this green. Okay, now that I'm looking at it and editing this video, the yardage on the scorecard is slightly off from the yardage on the tee box signs for almost every single hole. So Redcrest, let us know what's going on. Hole number 7 is a long par 5, about 500 yards, wrapping around the water. Off the tee, I was aiming at the cluster of bunkers just there, and I almost ran out of fairway. So if you hit the ball further than me, so anything further than like 230 yards, I would go slightly more right off the tee or take a shorter club to avoid the water. But it's on the edge. Oh my god, I found it. It's right there. Alright, so this is definitely not legal, but my boyfriend is left-handed, so I'm taking his club. I'm gonna try to hit this out. Ah! Spray time. Hole number 8 is a par 3, 150 yards. The difficult part of this is the greens are really slopey and it's hard to hold shots. So for example, I actually hit the shot exactly how I wanted to, but it was just a little bit thin and it rolled off the back. Hole number 9, heading back to the clubhouse, is one of few dry par 4s. No water on this hole, slight dogleg right. This plays about 320 to 330 yards, depending on the scorecard or the tee box yardage. Bunkers all down the left side. I would recommend going slightly right of where I did. I would aim right of the bunkers. As you'll see on my next shot, I just about ran out of fairway going my route. So if you have a little more distance than me, definitely go slightly more right. And then from here, you can't really see the pin too well, but it does turn slightly to the right and a little bit downhill. On to the back 9. Hole number 10 is a par 5, 506 yards. I actually think this is the most challenging hole on the golf course. Off the tee, I'm taking driver here, and I'm just aiming straight ahead. So I had a left tail on this shot. Ideally, you want to go slightly more right of where I did. Definitely end up on the fairway here. There is a water crossing here for the second half of the hole towards the right side, and you'll need about a 170, 180 shot to safely cross the water. So that's why I had to lay up today. But the last time I played, I ended up on the right side of the fairway here, and I was able to cross on my second shot. So going up the right side and flirting with the water a bit will save you a shot on this par 5. Hope this one didn't roll to the back like every single one. Hole number 11 is a short par 4. It plays just 311 or 317, but off the tee you can't hit driver. There is water that cuts across the fairway at about 180 yards, so that's why I have hybrid in hand here. I push this shot as per today's trend, but ideally you'll want to go up towards the bunkers on the right side and stay on the fairway. Alright, so you can see I almost ended up in the bunker here, and from where I was standing, it's about 150 yards to the green, and I just wasn't comfortable with that lie to hit a perfect 6-iron. So I chipped it out, but if you did end up on the fairway, just know you'll have about 140, 150 yard shot into the green. Even though this is a short par 4, it's tricky because of where the hazards come into play. Oh, what relatable content I make sometimes. To be fair, that was not an easy bunker shot, and I definitely took the wrong club. I had 60 degree in hand, and with all this green to work with and no lip, I could have taken my 56 and just hit it out there a little bit lower and let it run out more. That would have been a much smarter play. Hole number 12 is a long par 3, long for me, 200 yards. This is a 3-wood full swing for me over a lot of this long stuff off the tee, and then you do have some fairway to work with on the other side. Terrible. Stay with me here, I dial it back in on this hole. Hole number 13 is a par 4, 312 yards. This is a slight dogleg left with water on the right side off the tee. I have driver in hand and I'm just aiming just right of the bunkers on the left side. I actually hit the shot exactly how I wanted to. It was a perfect straight drive. Happy with that. That said, if you have more yardage than me, I would maybe not take driver off the tee. You don't need the distance. And as you can see here, the fairway really narrows and there are bunkers in front of the green. This par felt so good, and it was definitely a turning point for my mental wellness. Hole number 14 is another short par 4 with lots of water. So off the tee, I have driver just going straight ahead. The water does continue down the right side.
Nice.
Run.
You landed it so close though.
I know, but it was...
Yeah.
Hole number 15 is a par 4, 349 yards. You guessed it, water all down the right side. The fairway does slope slightly left to right towards the water, so you'll want to favor the left side of the fairway. Where my shot went is too far left because I end up in the bunkers on the left there, so you'll want to go just right of where I went. A tip here, learning from my own previous mistakes. I have wedge here, just hitting it out back into the fairway. I've previously taken a longer iron and hit the lip. Contact was good. I'm just pulling them like 1 degree. I put a little side spin on that putt. I don't know why. Hole number 16 is a par 4. This is a pretty long par 4, 424 yards. It's a slight dogleg right, but off the tee, you can pretty much go straight ahead with the driver. On the second shot, I almost ended up exactly at the 200-yard marker, as you can see. Water goes all the way up the right side, and it does wrap around the back of the green.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, I think I did. What? Finally. Hole number 17 is a fairly long par 3, at least for me. I had to take hybrid, 175 yards. Nothing much to it, no water here, just trees on both sides. Bunker probably. I'm happy with that. Final hole here, hole number 18, is a longer par 4, 385 from the white tees. Off the tee, you'll have to hit over all this long stuff, and then there is water on the right side. You can't see it, but it's there. I hit the shot exactly how I wanted to. This is the path that you can take. All right, from the approach shot, I had about 160 yards here. I have 5-iron in hand. This checkered stake is the 150 sign on this golf course. Okay, it just made it. That wasn't hit perfectly, but it's made it. Bad. Back in the car. Oh man, what a day. I nearly lost it there in the middle. It was external factors out of my control, but I let it get in my head. Good thing is, I had a few really good shots, so my swings in general feeling pretty good. I think I did hit a lot of them on the bottom 2 grooves, no divot kind of shots, which according to Tiger Woods, it's fine, I guess. But for me, it does feel just a little bit thin, and so the ball's rolling out a bit more. So that's something I will work on. In general, I mean, I've played this golf course once before, loved it, played it again this time with more daylight, loved it again. It's absolutely beautiful. The fairways are so nice. If this isn't like an incentive, I mean, we all try to hit the fairway, but sometimes it doesn't end up on the fairway. But something I will say is if you end up on the fairway, you will know what I'm talking about. These fairways are beautiful. You know, a lot of golf courses in Toronto tend to have fairly dry fairways. This is just me advocating for this golf course. Not sponsored. They don't know I'm filming. I paid for my round. Just saying, I recommend it. If you are in the area, it's a little bit closer to downtown than some of the other super nice golf courses. That being said, there are lots of water hazards, so definitely bring a few extra golf balls. They do mow the roughs here, unlike Deer Creek. So if you do miss the fairway, you'll still find your ball pretty easily. But if you do go into the hazardous areas, don't go in. There were a few places where there was a sign that says like danger, do not enter. Other places it's not labeled, but you never know if there's going to be like snakes or something, especially in the really deep woods. Just be careful. Bring bug spray. I got 2 mosquito bites today on my leg. They're itching right now. If mosquitoes love you, if you're like me, make sure to bring bug spray. But yeah, aside from that, I really enjoyed my day, other than like those few holes where I got to my head mentally. But aside from that, love this golf course. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. Thank you to everyone who supports me, regardless of how I play on the golf course. It's not always good, you know. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!